What concerns are you hearing from players about going into this bubble with this spike in COVID cases?
Well, let me list them, Hannah. There are players who are concerned about the virus absolutely in general and the situation developing in the Orlando area. There are players who want to remain focused on the Black Lives Matter movement that is right now, for so many of them, the central focus of their lives. There are players who are concerned about injury, especially free agents who potentially don't want to get hurt before going into a big free agency. And there are players who are overseas who may not want to come back into the U.S. in the current situation right now. They're all overseas players were supposed to be back by June 15th, but Hannah, they did not all come back. How many will make it back? We'll see. Having said all of that, let me tell you, this, from what everybody that I talk to right now, is too big to fail. The overwhelming majority of players are excited. They want to be there. They know that there's going to be positive tests as they start entering the bubble with their teams in the next few days. Can I say that that's going to be the case next Sunday when we talk? No, I cannot. But right now, this is too big to fail.
Well, the opt-out date is Wednesday. The coronavirus testing across the league is scheduled to begin on Tuesday. And really, this entire resumption of the season does hinge on that deal between the league and the Players Association being finalized. So what's the latest there?
Yeah, from what I understand, Hannah, it is going to happen. Despite all of these challenges, despite legitimate concerns, particularly concerns about people who will be in the bubble in Orlando who are not under quarantine, it's going to happen. They're on the verge of coming to an agreement that could be announced in the next 48 hours, certainly before training camps reopen middle of this week. And they all admit there's concerns, but they all admit this is the best they can do. And they're steeling themselves for the wave of potential positive tests back that are going to come in the next few days, explaining it that we want to find out who's sick so we can get them healthy so we can establish the bubble. Again, that is a rhetoric that may look silly in a few days, or it may be reality, but we are headed towards at least a restart of training camp with agreement from the union very soon.
I would be lying if I said that no player is concerned about entering a bubble, or we like to say single site atmosphere. Because one, people are genuinely concerned about leaving their families during this unprecedented time in society. I mean, for example, we're a league full of working mothers, so it was super important for us to find an environment that was child-friendly as well. And two, people are concerned about not only the physical health and well-being, but also, mental health. Because let me say this, basketball players normally don't go 4 days without really touching a ball. We're now approaching 4 months. But more importantly, Hannah, we're pushing through these concerns because as athletes, we all realize that we're living in, as I said, unprecedented times. And we've seen and just witnessed the real heroes of society, the doctors, nurses, grocery workers, essential workers, come together and exhibit real courage. So I think that gives us motivation to try to push through and do our part to find a safe way to return to play. And we're very, very close.
There's so much to think about, right? And NBA players have until June 24th. They can notify their teams whether they want to participate in the WNBA. It's a day later. We've already heard Atlanta's Renee Montgomery saying she's going to skip the season to focus on social justice issues. So there's that piece as well. And I'm wondering what you're hearing from all the athletes that you're talking to. And it's very poignant, as you said, and very important to remember so many moms are considering this. Are you hearing about some people not wanting to play?
Yeah, we just saw it in the WNBA, but we support and respect Renee's decision. And I think it will be the same in the NBA if someone were to choose not to play. As vice president of our Players Association and the WNBPA, I always try to tell people and remind people, our job contractually as a union was to work with the league to create the best scenario for return to play. That was our job. And I am super relieved. I mean, we've had a million Zooms. I'm super relieved that the NBPA and the WNBPA has accomplished that. So now it is on the individual to make the decision whether they want to play or not. And a lot of people are making the decision based on social justice. Some will want to use the platform of playing to advance social causes. Some, like Renee, may not want to do that and choose not to play. Either way, we understand and totally respect each individual's decision.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.